So we're back with another video, and I'm not looking forward to this one either. So we're back to eating bugs again. This time it's going to be a little more visual, and I'm freaking out inside. So we're going to be making grasshopper tacos. And so you're going to be needing grasshoppers. These are salt and lemon flavored grasshoppers. And they look very disgusting. Not looking forward to this. Guacamole, you can make your own. However, I just went and bought this quicker. Going to need a white onion, a lime or two. So the recipe calls for corn tortillas, but I don't have any. So I already had some flour tortillas, so I'm going to use those up. You need some garlic. And we're going to need some chipotle, peppers, and adobo sauce. So, grasshoppers. I ordered this off of Amazon. I believe it was like $10. Kind of expensive, I feel like, but... Alright, so nutrition facts. There's 3 servings per container, I believe. 40 calories per serving, 1 gram of fat, 0 milligrams of cholesterol, 125 milligrams of sodium, 4 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, 0 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. You know, people keep saying that bugs have a lot of protein, but there's not 4 grams of protein in just like a few of these. Like, it's just 3 servings. There isn't much here. Like, I'm not gonna replace my protein with bugs anytime soon. Besides, in this October videos, I will not be eating bugs ever again. So I really don't want to, but I think I'm going to go ahead and try one of these plain without the tacos, and then we'll make the tacos and we'll try them. And hopefully, like, all the guacamole and the peppers, it just overpowers this, because I'm scared of this. I don't like bugs, so let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, so I got a little drink here. I don't even want to open this. Ingredients: grasshoppers, extra lemon, salt, garlic, and chili. Whew. Well, they smell super seasoned. Oh god, guys. The things I do for this YouTube channel. Ugh. This is gross, guys. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone that actually eats bugs, but... Oh god. I don't want to do this. Okay. Oh god. I can't. Ugh. I don't even know if it's... I don't think that flavor's too bad. They're salty. But it's the thought, guys. It's... Ugh. And the crunch. Okay. I'm not gonna... Oh, God. So, I'm not gonna rate that. I will rate the tacos when they're done, but I'm not rating that. I don't even know what to rate that as. I don't even know what the flavor was like on that, because I was so concentrated on like just swallowing it. And ugh. Let's make these at home, which I'm pretty sure you're not gonna make them. You're just gonna, you know, watch me suffer. You're going to need 2 cloves of garlic. You could use garlic, but I would probably go with the real stuff. So go ahead and grab 1 clove. Grab another clove. And then you're just going to want to peel it, smash it, and cut it up. Alright guys, so we're going to take our garlic, and we have some oil in a pan, and we're going to go ahead and throw that in there. I could have chopped it smaller, I just really don't feel like it, to be honest. And also hoping that like bigger chunks of garlic will help me enjoy these tacos. Alright, so I have the stovetop on. We're going to let this cook. While this is starting to cook, we're going to go ahead and chop up our onion and add it into the pan as well. Alright, so I have half an onion in here. We're going to add that into our pan. Honestly, I might cut the full onion up, but I don't know. There's a lot of onion right here, and I'm only going to make like 1 or 2 tacos probably. I don't see, even if I like it, honestly, I don't see myself eating a whole lot of these. And we are just going to cook these onions down. I am going to go ahead and cut the rest of the onion, so use a full onion if you're going to follow along with me in this recipe and make some for yourself, which again, I doubt you are going to. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down a little bit. While I cut the other onion and let this cook. Alright guys, our onions are starting to become translucent. So we're going to go ahead and start adding in our peppers and adobo sauce. Our chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. Let's see if I can just shake it out. Worked out pretty good. Alright, so now we're going to want to cook these for a minute or 2. About 2 minutes, I think, is what it said online, so. But I really enjoy eating burrito before I eat these. It can't be bad. You have all this onion and these peppers. I want to have some lime juice and some guac. It's just a lot. I won't taste them. I might have to beat it. I'm not going to so this mixture smells really good. I think you just doing this or you put some onion peppers on. Alright, guys. I guess the main star of the show. I was just going to put a little bit of this in here, but honestly, I'm never going to use these ever again, so. Oh, God. We're going to go ahead and turn this down. And we're just going to get these cooked in here. At least they kind of blend in with the peppers. Alright, so we're going to let this cook for about 2 or 3 more minutes. And then we can start building our tacos and doing a taste test. Honestly, I have a feeling that this isn't going to be that bad. It's just the thought. Alright guys, so this is done. We have our little grasshopper taco mixture. And over here I am starting to fry up a couple flour tortillas. Like I said, it did say use corn for this recipe, but I didn't have corn tortillas. I have flour ones, so we're going to use those. Alright guys, so I fried this up a little bit. It's warm. It's not really... Could have been cooked a little bit longer, but it's fine. We're going to add a decent amount of guac. And then we're going to come over to the stove. And we're going to go ahead and take some of our taco mixture, our onion, peppers, and of course our grasshoppers. Alright guys, I gotta say honestly, this looks pretty good. Like the tacos themselves look good. We have some grasshoppers on the side, some lime. Alright, so let's get into this taste test. We have our grasshopper tacos, and I have a bottle of water. I will say the only thing I think this is missing is cheese. However, there was no cheese in the recipe, so I like cheese on my tacos. But go ahead and grab a lime, and we'll just squeeze that. Go ahead and grab a lime, and we'll just squeeze that juice right onto the taco. I can see a big grasshopper just right there on the edge, so we're gonna get a little of everything. We're gonna get a little of everything. I hate to say it. These are really, really good. A little spicy. So I'm guessing from the chipotle peppers. I will say though, I'm not a big fan of the crunch of the grasshoppers. They're like, the texture of them, I don't like it. But the flavor, this is really great. It's pretty salty. You get a good spice with this, which is great. And then that lime juice is amazing. Adding that lime on there, it really makes it. I don't think I got any guac with that bite, but I'm sure the guac is amazing. Let's go in for, I'm gonna go for a back bite. There is a big grasshopper right there, but there's also guac. So I want to get some of this guac in that bite. I think I should have cut the chipotle peppers. It didn't say to do it in the recipe, but I feel like I should have, because I'm definitely just biting into a big old pepper, and it is pretty spicy. It's tolerable, and it is really good. I enjoy it, but I think next time, if I ever make these again, which I probably won't ever make them again, they are good though. But like the thought of eating bugs, it gets to me. Luckily, these are kind of concealed as well, although I'm literally staring at them. But if you can get past eating bugs, these are actually really good. I think I'm gonna give these a 8 out of 10 maybe even a 9. I am giving this a very high rating for something that I would probably never eat again, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take another bite and we'll close the video off. Oh, no, see, there's that. Maybe if I would have cooked the grasshoppers a little bit longer, but it did say just a few minutes. They're just very hard. Like, they're not hard. You can chew it, but thanks for watching. Share, subscribe, like, and comment. Have you ever had grasshopper tacos before? Is it something that you would actually try? Is it a big no for you? I have a lot more stuff planned for October.